introduced the she going. Go ahead and shoot your shot. I throw the lamb in course. I'm on Deuce Block. We off the court. They hating, that's of course. Them bum poor. Sponsoring up. Got money, we want more. I find a loophole. Been since a youngster. Fully, we can't let no punk us. About no, I treat a model like a I know thugs, I know. I was raised to get some money, flip that like 10 ways. In the, my money hungry, stack that for 90 days. In the room, they like they getting paid. Rolls Royces in the trenches, parked in front of Section 8. Yeah, park Ferraris in the ghetto. 21. Real used to re-up with them. Mix them with that. Bought my dollar like on Creflo. Say you, then when I, why you careful? Block, that's easy. 21. Y'all be eating noodles, we sit down and eat sashimi. Facts. You say you a gangster, just be like that when you see me. You can't ask the odds, we know forgiving. Free I find a loophole. Been since a youngster. Fully, we can't let no punk us. About no, I treat a model like a I know thugs, I know. I was raised to get some money, flip that like 10 ways. In the, my money hungry, stack that for 90 days. In the room, they like they getting paid. Rolls Royces in the trenches, parked in front of Section 8.
So, I typed a text to a girl I used to see, saying that I chose this cutie pie with whom I wanna be. And I apologize if this message gets you down. Then I CC'd every girl that I'd CC round town. And hate to see y'all frown, but I'd rather see her smiling. All around me true, but I'm no island, peninsula maybe. Makes no sense, I know crazy. Give up all this that's in my lap, no looking back. Spaceships don't come equipped with rear view mirrors, they dip as quick as they can. The atmosphere is now ripped. I'm so like a I'm glad it's night, so the light from the sun would not burn me on my when I shoot the moon. High jump the broom like a preemie out the womb. My partner yelling too soon, don't do it. Reconsider, read some litter. Sure on the subject, you sure? You know we got your back like chiropractic. If that do you dirty, we'll in detergent. Now hurry, go on to the altar. I know you ain't a but remember what I taught you. Keep your heart, 3 stacks. Keep your heart, hey, keep your heart, 3 stacks. Keep your heart. Man, these girls are smart. Play your part. Play your part.
My to choose it, lover never. Drive a compressor, top notch, get the most, not the lesser. Dress like the $40 in the club. Up the game, it gets no love. She be cross country, giving all that she got. 1,000 for pulling feelings off the lot. I smashed up the gray one, bought me a red. Every time we hit the parking lot, return head. Some wanna choose, but them is too scary. You chose me, you ain't a, you a.
Time to get down with the team. The grass is greener on that other side. If you know what I mean, I show you you've never seen the 7 wonders of the world. And I can make you the 8th if you wanna be my girl. I say my girl, I don't mean my woman. That ain't my style. Need a real street. Walk a green mile. We piling up the paper on the dining room table. Cause you able to realize I'm the truth and not a fable. Baby, rockin' Russian sable. Keep that chiller on the rack. What I look like with some $1,000 up on my back. I'm $1 million Mac, they need $1 billion. Put my in your life, watch your daddy get rich. Easy as ABC, simple as 1, 2, 3. Get down with UGK, CBU with B. Cause what's up with no, and what's up with no. Don't be a lame, you know the game and how it goes. We try to get Jones.
Many decisions with precision. I pick or make my selection on who I choose to be with. Girl, don't touch. I know you want it to, but there's something I don't do. Tipping for life. That's like making it rain every month on schedule. Let me tell you, get your parasol umbrella, cause it's gonna get better. better prepare you for the sea support. She's supposed to spend it on that baby, but we see she don't.
As Paul McCartney, the lawyers couldn't stop.
Send her into outer space, I know he wish he could, cause he paying $20K a day, that is eating good. Like an infant, just getting drunk, cause you miscalculated the next.
From the giddy up, better choose the right one or pick the kiddies up.
Everybody's jumping, jumping, dance. Everybody's jumping, jumping. Everybody's jumping, jumping, yeah. Jumping, jumping. Honeys be moving their bodies, they be moving their hips so fluidly. Bass be bumping, so we be jumping. Welcome to the party, yeah. We got food if you're hungry. If you want it, in the back if you thirsty. On every bad at the party, yeah. Vibing and grinding one night. And I think that we did it this time. Got guys in the corner, they are. Shawty done had a last for the night. Little mama came up and caught me by surprise. You know that your boy had to shoot a shot. Now we face to face, both the eyes locked. I came up for it and said, hey there, little mama, if you need a dance partner, I'm more than happy to help you. I turned her around, somebody on mine, she sat in my hand. On her, she holding on tight, she followed my lead. I'm pulling her close, she said it feels nice. She from around here, not just for the night. Gave me a number, said call me sometime. She left the party with a friend by her side. 12 pulling up, hands outside with your up, laying low.
Welcome to the annual 2K TV Awards Show.
We've seen some fierce competition in NBA 2K25. All of you have shown up and made this community the absolute best in all of gaming.
And in this episode, we're recognizing all of you that put in the work and rose above the rest in NBA 2K25.
We'll be giving away 10 2K TV awards this
The starting lineup for the visiting Orlando Magic. At shooting guards, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And now,
welcome, everyone. So a look at our starters for Orlando. The backcourt is Suggs and Caldwell-Pope. Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. And it's Batadze in at the 5. And for the Heat, they've got MP. Bam Adebayo is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Tyler Hero, and it's Ware in at the 5, roaming the paint. Grant, nothing quite like the first game of a brand new season. So many possibilities.
You know, BA, for the players, you're excited and relieved at the same time. You get to see all the hard work you put in during the offseason pay off.
Oof, good.
The first good move in a long chess match between these coaching staffs.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
Now here's Suggs. Pass to Batadze for 3. The rebound by Ware. And so Hero will bring it up for the Heat. It's a 3-point game, and this is their first time matched up with Orlando this year.
And these two teams will face off against one another 4 times. It should be fun.
Well, these are the games you get up for, regardless of how you've played lately.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Just moments ago, Eric Spoelstra and I were able to chat. I asked him how he plans to slow down Paolo Banchero, and Coach told me, look, he's an all-star, so you've got to guard him with your whole team. He's big, he's strong, he can punish you down low, but he's also quick and has the ability to beat you on the perimeter. He'll have to be disciplined tonight, B.A.
Thanks for that, Allie. Well, Coach, the Heat have had some deep playoff runs recently, making the finals twice in 5 years.
Yeah, Brian, and what's really interesting is that they've only been higher than a 5 seed once in that span. They just hit a different gear in the playoffs.
And another 3 for Orlando.
Yeah, the corner is the sweet spot for Caldwell-Pope. Easily over 40% for his career from there.
And here's Adebayo. It's Wiggins on the wing. Pass to Wolf. Inside. Ware, that's good.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
First personal foul.
Orlando has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Banchero surveys.
Yeah, that's great defense by Adebayo, making it tough on his opponent.
Banchero no good. They swipe it. In transition, the Magic on the run. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Shooting for
Coach, you look at someone like Jalen Suggs. Man, has he improved his shot.
Yeah, Brian, I think you've always loved the effort that he brings at the defensive end of the floor. But now he's a much more efficient shooter, much more decisive, and really understands his role.
Now here's MP. Off the mark there with a 3. Wagner against Wiggins. Batadze, the pass to Suggs. Outside, Caldwell-Pope. Shot clock at 6. Suggs, right side. And he can't get that one. And so Hero will bring it up to the Miami Heat, trailing by 2. Adebayo, no good.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
And stolen by Adebayo. From deep, MP. And again, no good by Miami.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
Miami has gone 1 for 5 from 3-point range. A cold start. With the floater. Blocked. And that's out of bounds. Miami will keep it. A line change here. Magic leading by 3. On the court for the Magic, Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. Then there's Jalen Suggs. Then there's Wagner. And it's Black in at the 2. Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball. And here's a look at what's coming up for the Orlando Magic. On Friday, they'll kick off a homestand, starting with the Brooklyn Nets. Then on Saturday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Memphis, going up against the Grizzlies.
And for that game against the Pacers, that's one to watch for. The fourth contest of this brand new NBA season. I'm really interested in how those teams match up this early in the season.
Wolf can't get it to go.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, this young Magic roster has chemistry. Coach Jamal Mosley said they're so tight together. It's just organic. They're happy in creating these relationships over time, and it's because they're all just good kids that like being around each other. Guys, that's what you want.
Yeah, no question. Something to build on, Allie. Thank you. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Hey, guys. Well, the Magic were one of last season's most improved teams, and with the addition this summer of Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, they've addressed an area of real need. Players who can space the floor, add to their already stout defense, and has championship pedigree. They're going to continue to rise in this league, guys.
Absolutely. All right, Shams, thanks very much. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Hoop poked away. Stolen by MP. Fast break. Here come the Heat. Here's Mitchell. Back to MP. Here's Ware. Defended by Wagner. From deep, Mitchell. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
And how about the leaping ability of Suggs? Getting off the floor with such ease.
Wagner with a steal. Here's Black. No good on the triple.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Kept alive. Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
Well, Adebayo's going to go after that offensive board. He is relentless in his effort.
Here's Suggs. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. In transition, the Magic on the run. And he hammers it home to polish off the break.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy has hops.
Time called here. The Heat decide to talk it over. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade. First half comes to a conclusion.
In the end of the first half, with a score, your Miami Heat 40, the Magic 44.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. One of the stories here. Cole Anthony, man, is he getting it done today.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
They've got Bam Adebayo. MP is out there with Tyler Hero. Then it's Andrew Wiggins, and it's Ware in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Stand back in your early coaching days, what was the dynamic working with the front office?
Well, I was in good situations, and so you need the coach and the front office in sync, where you're all working toward the same goals and you understand what the process is going to look like.
And how in sync were you when Stan was the coach and Stan was the front office?
We had problems then because the coach didn't like the front office very often, and the front office was always unhappy with the coach.
Nice.
And they've just built this lead by attacking the boards.
Banchero down the lane. Fires for 3. And Suggs the bucket on the assist from Banchero. Banchero's got 3 assists tonight. MP outside. 3-pointer. Rebounded by Suggs.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
And Grant, the Heat last season retiring Udonis Haslam's number 40.
Yeah, he played his entire two-decade career in his hometown of Miami. And for all of his contributions on the court, what he meant to this organization off the floor was just as important.
Mitchell's checked in for Hero. Wagner's checked in for Orlando. Black comes in for Wagner. To the wing, right side. Throws it up high, and an emphatic jam on the lob.
And Adebayo showing another element of his game. Nice vision to set up the bucket.
On the wing, Caldwell Pope. Drills it from deep. Caldwell Pope's got 8 points here in the quarter.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Orlando leading by 13. On the wing, Suggs. Pass to Wagner. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, look, you can't let Wagner get this deep. You deserve to get dunked on when you give him this position.
Now a timeout called by Miami. Without question, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope displaying his skills today.
Well, shutting down his three-point production has to be top of mind for this coaching staff. A new defensive approach is a must.
Caldwell-Pope against MP. And again, no good by Miami.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Caldwell-Pope's shot is off.
Hard to convert against that kind of defensive pressure.
Yeah, that's the kind of aggressive defense you always want to see on the interior.
Here's Adebayo. That one drops for him. Adebayo's got 6.
When Bam gets it around the hoop, he knows what to do.
A multiple-time All-Star. What aspect of Adebayo's game stand catches your eye, Michael? Orlando leading by 11. Fourth quarter, on the court for the Magic. On the wings, it's Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Goga Bitadze is out there with Banchero, and it's Black in at the point.
First team foul.
And that one good. Black's gotten his first bucket of the night.
He gets inside right when he sees the opening. Got to attack when you have that chance.
And here's MP from outside. Rebound by the Magic.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Wagner, the pass to Black. Here's Bitadze. Great look, but off the mark.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
Here's Hero. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
Well, this team relies on Hero's offensive production. And tonight, he has delivered.
Down low. Here's Banchero. Whoa! Emphatic finish from Banchero.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Wolf can't get it to go.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense. Well, sometimes it's just not your night, but despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Here's Ware. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
Wagner, the pass to Bitadze, and he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Back to Hero. From deep, MP. That shot off. And here's Wagner. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. 13-point lead. Plenty of space. Rebound Miami. Adebayo's got his 5th rebound in this one. And here's MP from outside. It's rebounded by Banchero. Banchero's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Wagner, he's open. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. And the Magic lead by 15.
Tracking the feed, Franz Wagner.